Can someone explain to me, like, from a male perspective, what causes the type of mental illness that both Jim and Joshua Moon have? Because I swear to God, there is a whole brand of lolcow that, like, is being redefined as we speak, you know? Like, there's this Jim Josh breed, okay? Where they have the same type of, like, mental illness. Do you get what I'm saying? Right? This whole, like, I laugh at people on the internet. I think that they are so stupid that they think that them laughing at people on the internet absolves them from being laughed at. Is this what's happening here? Is that the logic? I need someone to explain this to me. Is the logic that if they laugh at other people that it won't happen to them? Like some kind of like get them before they get me thing, right? Okay, or we've got option 2. They laugh at people to cope with being laughed at. Is that an option? Could it be that Josh has been bullied for being a fat incel who's never had sex, and Jim has been bullied for being a fake illness, munchie syndrome type of fucking alien Slender Man type person, and that, like, you just know that guy was fucking bullied at school. You just know. Like, if he, like, at least with Josh, right? With Josh, he's, like, fucking common as muck, right? Like, he's white trash. Like, you go to Florida and you'll see, like, 55 other Joshes who spend their time on the internet, who don't leave their house, right? Who have never had sex. And then, but with Jim, he's like a type of weird, like a type of freak, weird type of person that kind of stands out. Like, he's kind of got a target on his back. And the reason I say that is because he's weird, right? But not in a way that's common, okay? And I know, because I used to be that way too. But maybe not as bad. And he's weird in a way where he kind of looks a bit funky. He looks like a little bit like he's really extended, like an elastic band, okay? And he also looks like a junkie. Like, he looks like he spends all day just injecting heroin. Is it just me, or would that just be a magnet for bullying at school? Like, you just know that they kicked him, that they pushed him into the lockers and were like, yeah, that's what you get, skinny boy. Right. The other people that I think fit along this brand of, like, lolcow, and I'm sorry, but Nick Recator, you're a degenerate, okay? Like, look, I respect that you are successful. I'm not going to sit here and say you are not successful, because you are successful. You have a fat business. Kiwi Farms can cope all they want, but you're rich and you could probably buy the whole fucking website. But the problem is, you're a junkie. You're an alcoholic. But you also seem to think that your legal knowledge absolves you, again, from being a lolcow. I don't know why people think that, like, these attributes, like having a job or laughing at other people, can make you just not a lolcow. I'm sorry, but being a lolcow is a whole combination of, like, things that come together to create a beautiful storm. And having a career is not going to save your ass. It didn't save Brian Dunn, and it won't save you either, Nick. There's also, this seems to be a running theme with lawyers, potentially criminal. Sean, that guy, fat, right? He knows he's fat. He's self-aware about that. Again, being self-aware doesn't make it any better. Get on a treadmill. You can be self-aware till the cows come home. But most women will look at you in the street and say, ew, get away from me, okay? And that's the truth. When you're fat, you instantly look like you're a predator. And I'm just going to say it how it is, because it's true. Sorry. Especially at, like, a particular age, okay? Like, I feel like you can get away with it if you're, like, under the age of 50. When you get to, like, or, like, 40. When you get to, like, 40s, 50s, late 40s, 50s, you start to just come across as a creep. Because you're, like, an old fat guy. Like, that's the prototype for pedophile, isn't it? I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. I'm not saying you are a pedo. I'm just saying you look like a Discord mod, okay? And we all know what they do. But there's this particular brand of lolcow where it's just like, I don't know how you have gotten so far without being punched in the face. Like, I don't know how people haven't just straight up killed these 4 people yet in real life. Like, I'm not saying it should happen, but I don't know how they're alive. Right? I'm just going to say it how it is. I don't know how they've gone this far without being relentlessly bullied to the point of, like, roping. it's actually kind of impressive. Like, how do you get so far being such a useless piece of shit? Like, I just need to understand, like, how these people do it.